Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tides of Change. So, today I'm not doing a reading video. Today I am doing a video for self development. As some of you may know that follow me, you know that I am a very spiritual individual and I am a reader, I am a medium. But I also focus on self-development, and a lot of times when I'm doing my readings, I always intertwine the two with one another. Why do I do that? Because for me, on my path, I have found that through my own self-education and experiences based upon all of this, that's how I move forward. So anyways, I'm gonna just not ramble on too terribly much about that. But what I did want to talk about today is finding the time for self-care and why it's so important for self-care, and what kind of things can happen if you are neglecting yourself regarding self-care. So first of all, I want to go over what is self-care. Well, for example, say you're sitting back and relaxing with your family one evening, and you're feeling not yourself. You're just not feeling yourself. You feel a little bit murky, a little bit blah maybe. You almost feel like you need to like shed a layer. Like, and what I mean by shedding a layer is like maybe you just kind of had a heavy week. Maybe things weren't as easy for you in that week, and so you're kind of feeling it. It's taken a toll on you. You're feeling a little exhausted, not really in the mood to really enjoy this family time. Say you're sitting down watching a movie even, and you feel inclined to stick around for the sake of others, right? You want to be in their company and show that you care and that you enjoy their company. However, there is a line that gets crossed, and more so when you're a parent. So with that, what I mean is when we are parents, we have more responsibilities that we have to take on, right? So that just kind of adds to the list of things that we have to do for other people, or the list of things that we have to do that have to do with mundane responsibilities, that we forget to take some time for ourselves. And when we're not taking that time for ourselves, we are literally, in essence, depleting our energy by just continuously giving our energy to everything else around us in our environment and not giving anything back to ourselves. And while we may give energy out to others and they may, reciprocate by giving back to us, we do still need to understand that we are in fact giving, right? Which means we need time, downtime, to rejuvenate, to refuel, revitalizing our energies and boosting back our energies, filling back our cup, right? Filling up our cup again. And so with that, we need to include self-care into our daily routine, not weekly routine, not monthly routine, not yearly routine, daily routine. It is so important to set aside at least 1 hour a day, if not a little bit more, but if you can get away with 1 hour every day to just take some time to wind down, come to self, and do you are going to find that your life is going to feel a heck of a lot more freeing, happier, less weight being carried. So say you're feeling blah and you don't want to watch that movie with your family as much as you want to be there and enjoy their company. You know that you need your own company. Don't question how you're feeling, and don't feel guilty for needing that downtime. That is important. We get so guilty when we focus on working on us, and it's usually because we have so many responsibilities that we feel like if we pull back from anything, even for a moment, that we may mess up, that we may create an error, we may forget something. We need to stop putting so much on ourselves, we really need to take a step back and understand we're only human. And we all need time. We all need time. If you need to go and just relax in a bath for an hour or 20 minutes in a lit candle, lit candlelight bathtub with some Epsom salts and baking soda and some, lavender essential oils to calm yourself down and to just be in your quiet space, listening to some binaural beats if you want, meditating, breathing, focusing on just being grateful for your breath. It's okay to do that. In fact, it's important. It's important to do that, okay? Say you need to just get out. You just need to get away. You need a breather for you to quiet the mind. You don't want to hear voices, whether it's somebody talking to you or a TV or, technology or whatever. Go and book that holiday for yourself on a solo trip. Go for that drive out to the mountains by yourself and scream, in nature. Do those things. Make time for you. Because when you take the time for self-care and loving you and giving yourself gratitude for every breath you're taking, you are literally opening doors for opportunities for yourself. And you're also opening the doors to a more abundant and fulfilling life. I'll say to people, I may not have a lot to many people, but inside what I have and what I have in my environment is more than enough for me to be happy in my life. Could I use more? Absolutely. Who couldn't? But I am grateful for this moment, and I am grateful for this life, and I am grateful for what I have. The time that I get for myself, I am grateful for that too. I never take anything for granted. I always show gratitude for everything that comes into my path, and I always take the time for self-care because it is so important, because with self-care, it helps you to keep your mind right, your heart right. It helps you to keep yourself in check, so that if anything that comes up in your life that might be daunting to you arrives, at least okay, this is what's going on in my environment. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to focus on some self-care right now. And in that self-care moment, it's going to give me the time I need to reevaluate what's going on, and so that I could possibly come up with some scenarios for resolution. We need to put more emphasis on TLC regarding self. We put a lot of TLC in regards to the people, places, and things around us. It's time we start showing it for us too. Don't feel guilty and shame for doing this, because if you are building a better and stronger, healthier version of yourself, then it is going to play a Mandela effect. The people, places, and things in your environment that are good for you are going to grow with you. And if there's something that is in your path that may not be good for you, you're going to watch it fall away. And it is important that when you watch those things fall away, if they trigger you, rather than projecting, you step back and you give yourself that self-care you need so that you can reevaluate. Give yourself the time out. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everybody is entitled to having a little bit of time for self-care so that we can better ourselves and grow, because the more we grow as ourselves, we can grow as a whole. And think about how much more of a peaceful environment we could live in, not just in our own environments, but going out into the world. If we could all practice this, think about how much more peaceful we would all be. Humble down and understand that you deserve love too, okay? It's not about what you're attracting in. It's about the lack of self-love that you are giving for yourself, preventing you from attracting in good things, because you're not valuing yourself. You're not showing yourself appreciation. It's time to start putting value in yourself, appreciating yourself, and showing up for you. What are you doing to grow you today? Take care, everybody.